I've been hearing a lot about Islam, but I don't quite understand what it's really about. Can you explain it to me?
Of course, Islam is one of the major world religions, and it's based on the belief in one God, known as Allah in Arabic. Muslims believe that Allah sent many prophets, including Moses, Abraham, and Jesus, to guide humanity. The final prophet, according to Islam, is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The message he delivered is what we find in the Quran, the holy book of Islam.
That sounds similar to other religions. What makes Islam unique?
You're right. There are similarities. Islam shares common ground with Judaism and Christianity, like believing in one God and the importance of moral values. What makes Islam unique is the belief that the message delivered through the Quran is the final and complete revelation, and that it offers guidance for all aspects of life, spiritual, social, and personal.
What does the Quran say about how Muslims should live their lives?
The Quran emphasizes a balanced life. It teaches Muslims to be honest, kind, and charitable. The 5 pillars of Islam are central to practicing the faith. Declaring belief in one God and Muhammad as his messenger, Shahada, praying 5 times a day, Salah, fasting during the month of Ramadan, Saum, giving to charity, Zakat, and making a pilgrimage to Mecca at least once in a lifetime if able, Hajj. These acts of worship are intended to keep Muslims mindful of God and to create a sense of community.
I've heard people associate Islam with violence or extremism. Is that part of the religion?
That's a common misconception. Islam, at its core, is a religion of peace. The word Islam itself comes from salam, which means peace. Like any religion, there are people who misuse its teachings for their own purposes. But the Quran explicitly forbids harming innocent people, and the Prophet Muhammad emphasized mercy, compassion, and justice in both his words and actions. The actions of a few shouldn't define an entire religion practiced by over 1 billion people.
That makes sense. What do Muslims believe happens after death?
Muslims believe in an afterlife where individuals are held accountable for their actions. There is a day of judgment where each person's deeds will be weighed. Those who have lived righteously and sought God's forgiveness enter paradise, and those who have turned away from God's guidance face consequences. But God is also described as the most merciful, and seeking forgiveness is a key part of Islamic belief.
It seems like Islam emphasizes personal responsibility a lot.
Yes, exactly. Islam teaches that we are responsible for our own actions and that our choices matter. But it also reminds us that God is always there to guide and forgive. The purpose of life in Islam is to worship God and live in a way that benefits both the individual and society.
Thanks for explaining that. It really clears up some of my misunderstandings about Islam.
I'm glad to hear that. Islam is often misunderstood, but at its heart, it's about peace, faith, and living a good, ethical life.